In the heart of an enchanted dark oak forest, perched atop a mountain, stands a mystical hut. This hideout is known for crafting the world's most potent potions. Okay, what do I need again? Oh yeah, frog hair, villager tears, and voila! In this video, we'll be building this switch hut, perfect for all your brewing needs. You can find the material list for this build in the description below. Here is the foundation measurements for your convenience. Remember, you can slow down or pause the video as needed to keep up. For easier navigation, video chapters are included in the description. So let's start by building our base. First, we're gonna lay down a cobbled deepslate, following the outline. And inside this outline, we're gonna fill it with blue terracotta. You know, there's a fun fact, they call it blue terracotta, but it looks purple. After you finish with the outline and filling, let's put down the floor right away. If you're not into this floor design, you can also use oak planks. It will still look great. Over the blue terracotta outline, start by placing polished blackstone, blue terracotta, and magenta terracotta. We'll now switch to spectate mode to give you a better view of the texturing. If you need a different perspective, check out the corner camera in the top right. Follow along as we build height variation of the walls. This build has a very unique and organic shape, so pay close attention. Feel free to slow down the video and pause whenever you need. This part will help us with our roof later on. In the front left corner of the build, start placing these cobbled deepslate as shown. This will form the floor of our future balcony. As mentioned earlier, this build features a very organic shape. So follow along using polished blackstone and cobbled deepslate to add some contours around the walls. I added a camp corner for another angle of the block placements. It's now time to test your shaping skills with this small roof. Start by following along with your dark oak blocks as we build the roof trim. This part can be tricky, so make sure you're concentrated and you push through. Now let's hop into spectate mode for the main roof part. We'll be using acacia blocks, a lot of slabs, stairs, trapdoors, and full blocks. Follow along. It's kinda symmetrical and not at the same time. So this is kind of like a little warm up because the main roof will be very harder. But we're not there yet. If you've made it this far without too much trouble, drop a comment saying, "I'm a roof master," in the comment section. Now grab your spruce blocks and go under the roof. We're gonna add this little under roof for more detail. Next, we will be building our door frame using dark oak blocks. For the door itself, we'll use spruce again. Place these trapdoors in the front. And then we'll place some in the back. As for the light source, you can choose your favorite lighting block. I love using shroom light because it adds a fantasy vibe. Now let's move on to our window design on the side, using spruce trapdoors for an intricate shape. Follow along as we shape the trim with dark oak trapdoors. And then add some crying obsidian for a nice glowing ornament. If you don't have any crying obsidian, feel free to skip that part. And then finally, let's head inside the house to place shroom lights behind our trapdoors. If you want, you can also use glass blocks. Now for another challenge, the main roof trim. We'll be showing this from the spectate view, And there's also a camera angle in the corner for better visibility. Make sure to follow along and feel free to pause or slow down the video as needed. I won't be giving too much instruction for this part as it's pretty straightforward. Just have fun creating curves and diagonals with slabs and more. And I'm not sarcastic. I really like this part. This is probably one of my most favorite parts of making a build, is the roof trim. It's all about having a good time, but seriously, keep at it. You'll love the final look of the build, plus you might really improve your skills at building more advanced shape in Minecraft. With our roof trim completed, let's take a quick pause before we head up into the main roof. If you're enjoying the magic we're crafting and you want even more, consider supporting me on Patreon. You'll get exclusive access to all my schematics and world files to help you bring a bit of this magic into your own worlds. Your support really helps keep this channel going, so check out the link in the description. Thanks, and now let's get back to building. Alright, so this is it, everyone. The final boss, the witch hat roof. So grab your acacia, jungle and oak blocks, follow along and brace yourself. This part isn't easy and it's normal to struggle. But for many of you, this will probably be the best roof you've ever made. I won't be talking much again during this part, but I encourage you to push through. Once you get past this, the rest of the build is much easier to complete. So I don't want to brag, okay? But there's a little fun fact. Did you know I originally designed this build in Minecraft Pocket Edition on my phone? So over time, as my building skills improved, I kept revamping it. So it was a process of building, breaking, rebuilding, and tweaking again and again until I got the shape right. So I'm sharing this story to inspire you guys. It's entirely possible to craft intricate roofs like this in complex structure, even in survival mode. So keep experimenting and refining your builds, and you'll see amazing results. So I just told you about this build. Started out simple and got better as I learned more. It's like that with any big projects in Minecraft. You keep working at it, tweaking and improving. As we get into the next part, I'll throw in a few famous quotes, Minecraft style, to keep us going. But don't laugh at my cheesiness, I'm trying over here, okay? Let's start with the first one, okay? Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. In Minecraft, every challenging roof is 1% planning and 99% placing blocks tirelessly. Keep going, you're about to make something incredible. So this is adapted by Thomas Edition, from Thomas Edition. Thomas Edison. I hope you liked the last one. So here's a second quote. It always seems impossible until it's done. So keep placing those blocks. Every one you set bring you closer to a Minecraft masterpiece that once seemed out of reach. Adapted from Nelson Mandela. So, I hope you're doing great. Here's a last quote for you. Okay? So, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. In the world of Minecraft, every block placed is a step towards success. Don't give up, no matter how complex the build. It's adapted from Winston Churchill. And now, admire your roof. Congratulations. If you're feeling inspired, drop your own Minecraft inspirational quote in the comments, okay? So now let's move on to adding some exterior decor, starting with the balcony. We're gonna add some glowberries. And the glowberry? Make sure to use shears on them so they won't grow any longer. This is a great tip if you want them to stay a specific length. Let me know in the comments if you didn't know about this tip before. To make the berries appear, just apply some bone meal to them. Now moving to the door roof, we're gonna add a little more glowberries there. On the left side of the build, follow along as we create a fantasy signage for a witch hut. So grab chains and blocks that match the wall to start creating this sign. For a bit of a color and texture, we'll incorporate buttons made from the roof color scheme: acacia, jungle, and oak. For our final exterior touches, let's add leaves and fences right under our witch hat roof to give it that enchanted look. Next, we'll place some additional lighting around the structure to spawn-proof and enhance the details. Near the window, let's add some charming details. We'll place a nether wart basket, a piece of crying obsidian with crystals, and then some mushroom pots to really bring that magical vibe. And let's finish off by scattering some leaves around to blend everything naturally with the surroundings. And with all that, our witch hut exterior is now complete. So meet me inside for the interior design, where we'll bring this witch hut to life with a magical decor. The way I like to approach my interiors is by creating distinct walls inside, especially when the build has the space for it, like this one does. It helps define different areas and really brings the interior to life. First, let's set up the base wall using polished Blackstone bricks, which will give us a sturdy and stylish foundation. For the upper section of the wall, we'll use various types of strip wood to add warmth and texture. Near the door, we'll cover it up with dark oak planks to maintain consistency and style. We'll add a line of polished Blackstone bricks at the top of the walls too. This creates the illusion of a more refined and compact room. In the corners, you can place any blocks or just a torch. We won't be using this space, but we need to block it to prevent mob spawns. We will incorporate horizontal lines of strip spruce and birch logs. That's gonna give the illusion of expanding the interior. These are all like real-life design tips, which I learned in one of my previous jobs. So try to guess what kind of job was I doing in real life before. Alright, now with our walls in place, let's move on to the ceiling. It's right under our roof. I'm showing this in spectate mode, and remember it's okay if you don't place any blocks exactly as I'm doing. Basically, the key is to ensure no roof blocks are visible. So you hide everything that is not dark oak. Now that our structure is set, we're gonna dive into decorating. So we're gonna start with a fantasy carpet design. Make sure to place the glazed terracotta from the same angle I do to ensure the arrows point in the right direction. And next, we'll create a nice chandelier in the center of the house. Now let's switch to spectate mode and finish this chandelier. This wall will be transformed into a storage unit for potion ingredients. We're gonna break a bit of the wall and put some barrels. And then in the top, some chests, and an ender chest. Then little decor items. The central wall will feature a working desk with additional storage and some bookshelves. In the corners, build some nether wart basket to keep your awkward potion supplies handy. By the way, feel free to substitute any flower pots I place with your favorite flowers or mushroom. But if you follow the material list exactly, you'll have everything needed to replicate what I'm showing. Now for the right wall, let's set up the shelving and decoration. Behind the shelf, we'll sneak in some more storage and other books. This side will host our brewing station, so we're gonna build some water cauldrons, a desk, and a few more details. On the top strip of our walls, let's add some flower pots and props to bring even more life to the interior. On our last wall, we'll add another shelf, a bed, and some greeneries. And then finally, let's build a ladder going up to the balcony and do a bit more work on the ceiling. Alright, thanks for watching, keep dreaming, keep building, and see you in the next one.